kidding.
Hi.
I don't know who's here, but we're gonna, as all my lives go, I just keep going. People can watch this back and stuff because we have a topic. So let me see. So you guys see my title? It says, hold on, let me get on my tablet. Can you hear me good, Katie?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. I can hear you good too. And I can see Emmy good on my tablet. Okay, so
okay, good. Thank you.
My title is Hot Topic. And the hot topic, if you're just getting here, let me see if anybody's in here yet. It's kind of Friday. It's just me and you. Oh, what is this? Dismiss. I don't know what that was. Okay, so the hot topic, for those of you who have to watch this on playback, it's not really a hot topic like gossipy or anything like that. It's actually a fun topic in the sense that for adults and people who can handle like opposing opinions about things, it's a hot topic. The other day, Serenity, a few days ago, I don't know how long ago it was, maybe almost a week ago or a couple days ago, Miss Serenity did a really good video. And let me remember, I need to remember what the title of her video was, because do you remember what the title of her video was? Are you there? Oh, darn it. Yeah, I can't. It is, yeah, you sound choppy though. So let me just.
Yeah. Can you hear me? I can hear you normally. It's fine here.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if mine's going to be choppy too. You sound really choppy though. I hate when you sound choppy. Okay. Anyway, are you okay with artists making a replica of your doll? So this was to me, it was so good because I agreed with like 99% of everything that Serenity said. And I actually, since the last time I saw that video, which was a few days ago, I actually agreed with a lot of people who were in the comments. There is one comment that I want to pick on under there, only because it was very snarky. It wasn't in good spirit of like a discussion. It was just basically, really crazy, considering that we were trying to do. I think she was just trying to present something to the community to discuss as adults. And but there was one comment in there that I felt like was extremely, for a very neutral position and a very kindly, Miss Serenity gave her opinion on it in a very kind and soft and gentle way, which we always feel forced to when it's an unpopular opinion on YouTube, especially because people will try to judge you for it. They'll call you mean girls. They'll say you're bullying them. They'll take your video personal and act like you're talking about them, and it's not. But there was one comment in there, and you know which one it was, and I will go over that comment. Should we go over the comment too? Katie? Hello? Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. I can't hear you, but okay. I can hear you sometimes, but it sounds very choppy. What did you say?
I'm just saying let's go over that, like the whole thing.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I like this video. There was one comment that I feel was kind of incendiary because it came out of nowhere. I mean, when somebody's giving you their opinion and they're trying to be just honest with you, because, we have a channel, we have a platform, and we just go on to like have, to share what our views are. And a lot of people come in. Oh, I didn't know that you left a comment there. I was thinking about leaving one, but I didn't. Wow, yours is long. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Haven't read it yet, but I'm sure I agree with it. I'm sure I agree with it. And then there was this one. Okay, so Serenity, basically, I'm going to play little clips because of fair use. It's just going to be very short clips of what Serenity was talking about. And I'll give you the gist of it, but I also would like for you guys to hear it in her own voice. But it was really good. She kind of posed the question, like, how do you feel as an artist and how do you feel as a collector repeating your work, trying to imitate, you know, kind of do it as like kind of a Xerox kind of copy, what of your own work. So you make this doll like this one here, okay? You paint a doll and then everybody likes it and then customers start to you're an artist and customers start to come to you and they're like, "Oh, I want that doll too. Exactly. I want the kit. I want you to paint it and root it the same way." And then the artist, as an artist, do you make a copy of your own work? As a collector, does it bother you if people, we've talked about this so many times on our channels. As a collector, does it bother you if people request copies of the dolls that you have, exact same kit by the exact same artist? So that's what we're going to be discussing here. Hang on, I got to go back to my channel so I can look at this. So, are you there, Katie?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you can chime in anything you want to say about it.
Yeah, just want to say that this is, oh my god, when people say, oh, anyways, we will get to that. Yeah, go on.
Okay,
Go
yeah.
on.
Should I just play? I think I'll just play Hi Jenny's Reborn World and Banksia and B and Mirella. So Katie and I are both live, so we might not be able to see everything you're saying, but we will. I'll always glance back and forth
right now
at the comments. But I'm gonna play something for you guys that I recorded from Serenity's channel, so that you guys can hear what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me get to my videos here. Okay.
Hi, ladies. I can see you now in the chat. Hi, Jenny's Reborn World. Hi, Bankshan D and Mirella.
No two babies can be exactly the same.
Okay, I recorded 2 points that she made that were just so good because. So I wanted to read it. Okay, so I'm gonna play this now. This is Serenity, and I loved what she had to say here. Just to give you a gist of what her topic was, because I just thought it was so good. So let me just play it. I'm gonna play it now. Okay, Katie?
Yes.
The topic. So, how do you guys feel about artists who will paint a baby and, sell that baby and then everybody loves it, right? And so then they go back and they make the same baby for someone else. Like,
okay. So that was the question she asked. As a collector, how do you feel about an artist making a baby and then you get it and everybody likes it? It happens to me more than once. I know it's happened to Katie, and I was so happy to see in the comments a lot of people give their opinion on it, and a lot of them held the same opinion that we felt. So I don't know if you want to elaborate on that yourself, Katie.
Yes, I'm just always scared that you can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay. I just want to, before we start discussing this, I just wanted people to know that this is no way like any kind of like a hate or trashing video. We're just discussing this from both sides, from artist's point, what Serenity is going to be talking about, and from the collector's point. And when we say like the copy, it's basically when you have custom order baby, okay? You ask for a custom order because this is what really happened to me, and someone just requests the copy of that doll. So that's what we're going to be discussing. Where's Inez?
I'm
Inez,
here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So that's what we want to discuss. So I really liked it. I agree. I mean, that's such a good question because I've talked about this a lot, and the reason I wanted to talk about it is because, and I brought this up in videos in the past, and this is why towards the end, I'm probably going to address somebody that's been just telling so many lies about us recently. Every single video, there's something that she has to say that's like a lie about us. So I have in the past made videos talking about copying, and it just seems like on YouTube, especially, the same people who don't mind that always say that they love. There's this little saying that everyone likes to use, that flattery is the highest form. I mean, copying is the highest form of flattery. No, actually, copying is the highest form of annoyance. Okay, you're just trying to annoy someone. It's annoying to me personally. For me, it is not flattering that somebody wants to have the same stuff as me. It's annoying, and that's, for better or for worse. You may not like my tone, may not like my delivery. I am who I am, and I talk the way I talk. I try to finesse it as much as possible, but the truth is it really bothers me, and it's happened to me a lot. I There was a collector here who copied so many of my dolls, like so many of them. My Yannick, my Grayson, my um tried to copy my Levi, so many of my dolls. I mean, she got the same kit, and then she went to the exact same artist and then went and got it done as well. Not just that, it doesn't end just in there. Like, I've had silicones that were copied also, where the person liked it so much, she went to the exact same, she got the exact same blank blank kit, silicones kit, and then went and had the artist do. And there's some artists, I'm sorry, they do not have variation. There's not a lot of variation in what they paint. And I'm sure, Katie, I know you have.
Yes. Yeah, this happened to me. I feel a certain way about this because, guys, this happened to me with basically every special doll that I had made. And for those who follow me, Inez knows I don't buy a lot of dolls. I put a lot of thought into what I'm going to buy, and every doll has a meaning. And this happened to me. I'll just give you one example, okay? Quinlan, my Quinlan by Lorelei Eagles. You know how Quinlan is super rare kit. The blank kits are being sold for arm and a leg and a kidney, very close to $2,000 for a blank kit. And I've always wanted that baby. It took me years to locate the kit, the artist, and everything. So I finally get my custom going. I'm very excited because it was an old sculpt even back then. Okay, when I started collecting, it was already sold out. Quinlan was released in 2014. I started collecting in like at the beginning of 2016. No, at the end of 2015. So basically, it was sold out immediately. So I get this doll going, and it was done as a custom portrait doll. I gave the artist the pictures of me, of my sister. She makes me the doll. I get the doll, and suddenly everybody wants this doll, like to have the copy of this doll. And as much as I understand that people want to have like the same things when you love something, I just feel it's up to the artist to say no, especially when this is a portrait baby of someone else. Like, I don't want to be seeing the doll that is made to look like my sister or myself all over the place. And even if it wasn't the portrait baby, I feel, okay, we pay a lot of money for these dolls. And when artists are charging all these, like a huge amount of money for these dolls, and they are trying to present their work as one of a kind, they should not be agreeing to do copies of of other people's dolls, especially when the client comes to you and they pay you a lot of money. And let's say you charge $2,000, even $1,500, okay, even $1,000. Try to make it like unique for each one of your clients. Like, make it worth the money for that person.
And you know what? That's something that Serenity. I want to play this also. What Serenity said, which I totally was like.
Try to make it like.
Sorry, my tablet going crazy. So I really like what Serenity also said in regards to, I know that there's people that are going to be like, oh, well, I can't. There's artists that are saying, oh, I can never make the same doll twice. Sorry, baby. A lot of these artists out there, a lot of you guys end up having a signature style. Whether you like it or not, you end up developing into a signature style. There are so many artists out there, and I could tell you, when I see their work, I'm like, oh, I know who that is. That's this one. That's this one. That's this one. I can tell, because they kind of reach a level where they kind of plateau in a way, and that's the way they paint, and they keep it that way because it's what's working for them, it's what's selling for them, and it becomes their signature. Just the same way, like we all learn to write our name and we learn to write our signature. Maybe it has slight variations, like very subtle variations. Same thing with an artist's work. So I wanted to play this clip from Serenity because I love this. Okay, I also love this so much.
Also, just before you play, Serenity even explained how it's possible. How I think this artist that was doing this to my dolls, she's painting like that. She said that artists have pre-mixed colors and they're just like painting all these dolls all at once. So it is
no, I'm sorry.
possible.
I was talking to somebody else that was trying to interrupt me right now, but so sorry. So go ahead, Katie.
No, she was just explaining in that video before you go to play it. She was explaining how is it possible that even these dolls have even the same palette because the artists have pre-mixed like bottles of colors. And
yeah,
like
you guys should all watch Serenity's video. I loved it. It was so good. And as an artist, she came from an artist's perspective, and she talked about how a lot of artists will pre-mix the paints, the colors in big jars, and then they just whip them out, and their work becomes their signature. Their painting style becomes their signature. So for those naysayers that say, and that includes any artists that say, oh, I can never redo this exact same things. Baby, believe it or not, your style is your style, and your painting is recognizable. I can recognize an Arena doll every time I see it.
Yes.
Okay. I can recognize a Veronica Lale every time I see it. And other artists, that whatever's working for them, they just keep doing. I mean, sometimes it's like it's the only way you learn or it works for you. So, but I like what she said here.
And squash the comment of no two babies can be exactly the same. I don't want that to be part of the conversation because I've already told you guys that's not true. Two babies can be so close to it's very hard to tell the difference between the two. Especially on camera.
I love that. I love that so much because that is so true. So I don't like that being part of the discussion because I feel like that argument that it totally derails the discussion. Like it totally derails what the point is that we're trying to make.
I love that.
So let me just put the volume down here. So
your iPad always scares me.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that because I forgot to put the volume down. I agree with you, Katie. As an artist, I only get one copy of any kit. There are so many kits out there. Keep things fresh. Some people are like, well, if you don't want a doll, there's like thousands of these kits. There are. I mean, Scarlet, there was a first edition, second edition. I think in the end, maybe like 2,000 of them or something. There's some, like Quinlan was a very small edition. My Emma was a very small edition as well, only 200, of which I think I've had like 3. I still have one blank kit in my stash. So, I mean, when people want the same artist, that's why I started going and buying like rare sculpts and rare kits, because I want to have something unique in my collection. I don't want it to look like everybody else's. But I love that Serenity just shot down that argument. We're not going to discuss I can't repeat my work. You absolutely can make things look so similar. Everybody can. So
one more thing. Also, we're not here saying that every artist should just be painting like one doll of each sculpt. I understand that artists, this is their livelihood, but what she said it very nicely in that video. Just do like little like different hairline, different hair color, maybe different skin color. Like, don't go and don't agree with people coming and ordering like mass orders of someone's doll, like especially custom orders, the dolls that are custom orders.
It happened to me
because this is going to happen in us. Someone will come out there, who, and they will be saying, oh, these people, they don't want anyone else to have these dolls.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. People are like, oh, there's like thousands of them, so there's bound to be, they're gonna look alike, and you can have. I don't mind if an artist paints the same kit more than once. Just don't make it look like the one you just painted for me. I have left buying from artists that I really like for that very reason, because I want something unique. And I was so happy to read some comments of people who wanted something unique and that they understood, because they also want something unique. Have your own vision. Like when I got my blonde Grayson, the amount of people that wanted to get a blonde Grayson, even though there was never like a platinum blonde towhead Grayson before, everybody always did him brunette. And plus he was a sold out limited edition kit. I'm so glad that the artist who made him for me, I picked her because of her style. And then we went with blonde because that was her signature style. And he was just so gorgeous. I was really happy with it. I sold him on, by the way, to somebody who really, really is appreciating him. But yeah, I really loved this. I have 2 more clips that I want to play by Serenity that are really good. The only thing is,
and then we can go to comments.
Yeah, then I want to go to the comments. So hold on, let me get back to Serenity's. I only wrote down the minute that it was at. So let me see. Oh, she's got some ads on here. But yeah, it's really, I don't know. It's crazy to think that people will find this topic, or if we express that we just don't want to, we don't want to have the dolls, our custom dolls. You can't really do much about dolls that were not custom, but especially because a lot of the ones that were copied of mine were customs. And as much as the artists want to say that there was variation, there isn't. So let me go to
Hello, Alicia from Tiny Hands Forever.
Hi. I hope you guys watch. I know you guys, a lot of you watch Serenity. So
what I say about sculptors.
Here you go.
And collectors and artists, we have to some kind of way support each other.
Oh, I love this part.
So
she kind of touches a little bit on the counterfeits here.
We don't stop the circle of life. Like, sculptors need to be respectful and thoughtful and keep the collectors and the artists in mind. Like when they're, introducing the same sculpt from a sold out edition, or, how they do limited or unlimited, or, how they sell to us. And we need to be, respectful into buying authentic and, supporting the sculptors when they, they want to try a different look or a different this or that, a different medium even.
I love that. I love that she said that. It's not said enough. That's why I always still bring up counterfeits. That's why I still do. And there's people that take it personal because they own counterfeits. It's like, don't take it personal. It's not about you specifically. It's in general. As many people as we can get to understand. And I love the way that Serenity phrased that. She phrased it as the circle of life, the cycle of life. Like the sculptors need the artists need the customers, and then it goes in a big circle, and the customers still need the sculptor. It goes, we make we're the wheels spinning, and to keep, they can respect us and the needs and the wants of the collectors and the people, especially the artists who are buying their dolls to paint for sale or to keep in their own personal collections. But it's a whole cycle. We're all connected. We are connected. So just as much as they respect not re-releasing limited edition, although I think there were a few that might have done something like that.
Andrea did that.
Who did?
Andrea Arcello, remember? The
Andrea
like
Arcello
400, 500 for those kids, and she came back with an edition like after like 5 years. That was a bad.
Katie, look at this. I'm gonna just a brief break from what we're talking about, because I just want to show you. This is one of the outfits that I got, my custom. I don't know if I should put this one. It's so cute. Look at how cute it is. I have this thing about otters now. They're so cute. Look at him. Look at that.
I love that.
Isn't that cute? I love it. And then she made matching mittens, scratch mittens. And I love that. That one has that otter right there fishing. And then this little one with the fish in his mouth.
I like how she really paid attention not to cut out like the head of the otters, but she
Oh
used
yeah,
them
she's
on those
good.
meats. So nice.
She's good.
Oh,
And
I
she
love
did the little
that.
booties to match too. See?
Oh my
So
goodness.
it looks so cute. And then the other one I'm going to show you briefly because we're going to move on to the comments there. The only thing is I don't think she made booties for this one. Yeah. This one she made scratch mittens as well. It also has otters on it because I couldn't decide on which otter print I wanted. Hi Amanda.
Hi
And
Amanda. Hi
Laurel.
Guys, I just want to say we will be linking the video like shortly, but we just first want to like go through stuff, and then we don't want people like to click in on and off, so they can. We kind of want people
we
to join
said it
the
at the beginning, so at the end of this one I'll add a link to the description. But Serenity's video was so good, I loved it. It was short, sweet, to the point. It was on point. I loved it. And I agreed with it. And then I was reading the comments and I was like, okay, except for a few stinkers there, the majority of people want unique to them. They don't find it flattering. And especially we're speaking of like mainly, I don't complain when it's not a custom, but usually if it's most of my dolls are customs. And when I was getting copied, I was like, this really ruins it for me. It really does. Anyway, here's the otter scratch mitts. And then this one she did, I think I'm going to put this one because it's so cute because I want to see his chunko legs in there. And this one, she did it just as a bubble romper, not a short bubble romper. So you see this one's shorter. And those are the otters, kind of like a watercolor otter.
Hello,
with
ones and teddies.
some
Hello.
water bubbles. Yeah, I can't see anybody's comments, but
no, I'm just saying hello because new people are popping up. So like
Lambs and Teddy says you're going to talk about people selling fake China kits for hundreds of dollars. I don't know anything about that. That isn't our topic today. Our topic today has to do with Serenity's video, which was so good, and you can just like listen to this back. So if you want to know everything that was said, sorry if you guys joined us late. Let me just put this on him so you have something cute to see him in. And that goes, so this outfit, I sourced the fabric. I picked the design. This is a design that this seamstress doesn't even have in her store. So I picked the design. She's done several outfits like this for me in the past. So yeah, it's a custom. And why? Because there's nothing from the store that I want, This is what I want. And I have something in my mind and I have somebody who can make it for me since I can't sew myself. And yeah, people hate when I talk about the clothes and not wanting to be copied and stuff. But anyway, I'm so glad Serenity talked about that. It was so good. Not the clothes, but the doll situation, like artists repeating their work. And I guess, the artists do it because they're going to make money because the people, but you know what? I don't know if those are like the people that the kind of customers they want to have.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to just
because it limits their vision. It limits their vision too.
I have something about that to say, girl. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Remember, this artist, she made that McQuillan. She made 4 another direct copies of that custom baby. Then I got my Ramsey, which was another custom order. And she made 8 of them. Now, guys, I just want you to know the numbers, okay? And then I got my other one, my toddler, which was really super special. I still have that doll in my collection. I adore that doll. But she made 14 of them. And she was so good at making the copies of her work that people were actually messaging me, asking me if I sold the doll. The same thing happened to Ines with Mila.
Yeah. With my Yannick, people were asking me if I had sold my doll. And I was like, no, I didn't. And then I saw, well, no, because somebody had requested an exact copy of that one too.
And this artist was so good because she is good. Okay, I love her work and everything. But a lot of people stopped ordering, and she was starting getting those prototypes, and suddenly those offers stopped. Why do you think that happened, guys? Art sculptors see this, like when you produce 25 same looking dolls, like for all these people, and you just repeat all these kits of like these requests instead of just venturing out and offering something fresh, new. Like, I think every artist has their limits. Okay, I absolutely am in awe, and I respect artists so much. Okay, you know, Inez and I are very pro artists, but I still think that every artist has their boundaries. Like how many times you can paint the doll in order to all of them to starting to look the same. Like you can
Yeah,
try
I feel like honestly, if you if you do like, yeah, she did stop getting so many requests for prototypes. Maybe she was turning them down. Who knows? Maybe it was. Maybe it was her where she was living, her region of the world. But I honestly feel like it limits their creativity if you just keep seeing them producing the same and the same and the same. I'm the type of collector who minds seeing the same thing over and over again, especially if I already have it. You know, it bothers me. I just want to have something unique. So I started going into the silicones because of this. It just seemed more appealing. And then what happened? I get a silicone that there was probably something like 60 kits that the sculptor came out with of this one. And somebody went and got the exact same silicone kit and had the exact same artist make it. And they, as much as she think this person, this other collector wants to say they look different, they look so similar. Everything about them is so similar. So, and it just bothers them, you know. And I don't want people to. I mean, it's not something to feel sorry for me about, and I don't feel sorry for me either. I'm just putting it out there. It's annoying, and so it just kind of made me feel like I don't know if I want to buy from these types of artists anymore. And then so I decided, well, maybe the problem is that I'm buying a full body silicone that there's just too many of them. Like the kit, there's, I mean, 60 kits in a full body silicone is a lot. I know it doesn't sound a lot for a Reborn, but it is a lot for a silicone because silicone, you're paying like 100 times the cost or 10 times the cost of a blank vinyl kit. For the blank, you're paying at least actually more. You're probably paying about 20 times the cost of a blank vinyl kit for a blank silicone kit. And that's a lot of money to not have something just unique to you. That's how I feel about it. Um, so yeah, so I'm going to play what I have. Oh, let me read what some people are saying. It's when you spend a lot for the doll and are specific in which you uniquely want. Hold on. I can't look at my tablet because I have my tablet on Serenity's channel. So let me see here. When we pay so much for a doll, an artist shouldn't make another like it. That's how I feel. That's just my opinion. Let me see.
I agree with Laurel here. But
Hi,
if someone wants a doll that looks the same as another, why be in the art doll space? That's what mass-produced dolls are for. Exactly. That's what I said in my comment.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to play what I put for minute. Let me go to the minute where Serenity says something else that I was just like, yes, girl. I totally agree. Hold on.
Why is Amazon?
Oh no! Sorry, there's an ad.
Because it is what it is. Or some artists have a particular style that they do, and they only deviate from it a little bit. I would probably still buy from them if they paint one that I'm just like crazy in love with. Sound contradicting, but it wouldn't be my first go-to. I'm just gonna say that it's not the norm for me. But would I do it maybe on a one-off? Yes, I'm just being honest. But my initial response is no. I don't want to indulge in that type of transaction because I don't know. I just feel like the type of money that we spend, we want our own little thing. So anyway,
love that. It's true. So which comment should I didn't even see your comment on here because I haven't gone back to the video, but I saw that you left like a really long, wordy. Where is it? Hold on, let me see where the comments are here. Here you are. Can I read it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Should I read first? Okay, let me just read your comment. Katie left a comment. I haven't read it, so it's going to be new to me. It says, I belong to the petty group here. I laugh out loud. I had this happen way too many times for me to feel indifferent about artists creating replicas of the dolls for numerous clients. Can I just interject here? I was reading Katie's, but I'll continue in a minute. But when we use the word replica, don't get it twisted. Counterfeits are counterfeits. And no matter how much those counterfeit collectors want to tell you that they're called replicas, those are not replicas. Those are counterfeits. They're unauthorized kits that are being sold without authorization from the sculptor and the original manufacturers, okay, and from the people who created it. So replicas means something else. It should, when they say replicas, they're trying to rebrand the word counterfeit. Counterfeit is what it is. It's illegal. It isn't, and for, it's just counterfeit is counterfeit. Replica is something else. So when Katie's using the word replica, she means to replicate. An authentic, something authentic, okay? Because it's being replicated. A counterfeit is something like what you see in a lot of people's channels here, people that have like YouTube channels. And I'm going to probably talk about this person because I think they need, it's time to talk about them. But when they say replica, it's actually what they're talking about is their counterfeit dolls. Replicas are not the same as counterfeits. Replicating something is not the same. A counterfeit is something that was never authorized and it's illegal. Okay, so I'm going to continue reading here. Sorry, I just had to say that. It happened with a special custom of babies to, I think you kind of already said all of this. Oh, okay.
Yes, I think. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's so hot in here.
Should I go down to this one person's comment?
No, I will.
So there was a person that commented.
Yeah, that's
for the
fine.
most
Go
part,
ahead,
a lot of people gave their opinion. They gave it, pretty nicely. They were honest about it. Nowhere in Serenity's video, you guys can listen to it yourself. Was she being antagonistic or speaking on anybody specific? But this person here left a comment, and in the way that she left it was mainly because she had specific people in mind, because she continues living in a situation like, let me just put it this way. The hate was directed at me and Katie, okay? Let's just put it this way, because of the things that she said. So this person wrote, okay, let's take a look at this from another angle. Is it a selfish motive? Is it a high-end clique that can't be entered into by quote unquote lower class collectors? Is it a quote unquote my baby's better than your baby kind of thing? Or or as an artist, just the desire to make every baby noticeably different? Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, hello? Okay, we couldn't hear you. Or I couldn't hear you. I can hear you now.
Okay, I just want to say that when people are having discussion, not only Inez or I or Serenity, that doesn't mean that we're other people. Like I think like to keep it interesting. I think a lot of people have a lot of opinions, and even if we don't agree on the same things, we still can be discussing. I don't understand why people always have to be like that one woman. Like, why to throw it in there? Everybody was expressing their opinion. Yes, I agree. Yes,
maturely. They were being mature about it, but this person steered it in a completely can you hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This person's comment that I just read, she steered it in a vial. She was you could tell that there was vitriol underneath what she was saying, talking about cliques, talking about supposedly some people out there saying my doll's better than yours. It sounds to me like that person has a chip on their shoulder. Okay. And it's not the first time I've seen them making kind of like hater remarks, but there were a lot of good comments on there. You guys can go read them. I thought it was a really good video. I thought it was executed really well diplomatically, because unfortunately, when you're going to give your opinion, someone's always going to get butthurt. Someone's always going to get upset. And especially when it's a benign opinion about whether we're not talking like, world hunger here. We're just talking about whether artists, how do you feel about artists, putting your doll on a menu and letting people just like, especially if it's a custom doll with things that you discussed how you wanted it, and then having everybody want this exact same thing, trying to get actually going out
The
out of their way to get the same
portrait of
thing.
your sister, like literally the doll looks like my baby sister. I don't want to be seeing 15 of my baby sisters out there. I paid a lot of money to have a customized doll. Therefore, yes, I'm not happy and I don't want people to have the doll that looks like my sister and I paid a huge chunk of money for. I think it's only natural, and that doesn't mean that I don't want people to have nice dolls or whatever. Oh my gosh, I was never jealous of other people's dolls. Have whatever you want to, guys. Okay, I'm freaking happy for you. Just please do not request the copies of my family portrait dolls. I don't.
Or anybody's, I mean, there are people who say they don't mind, but I doubt that the people who say that usually the ones that don't, there's two camps. There's within the people that don't mind about copies. It's the ones that never get copied and the ones that do the copying. Those are the two group of people in that camp that don't mind. The majority of them either are copying themselves because they have no foresight, they have no vision of how they want something. So they're just they need catalog. They need a catalog to see, okay, I like this. Show me what there is, because they have no vision of their own. And I know I don't care what that comes off as. It's the truth. So so that's how, I ended up like wanting just silicone now. And then it just got to the point where I'm like, I can't just get silicone. I have to get something that is rare, or that there's not a lot of them out there, because I tried to go away from the vinyls because it just kept happening. And then it happened when I did silicone. So I was like, geez, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? I never proclaim myself to be an influencer. I'm not here to influence anyone. I'm here to share. And I also follow people's Instagram accounts. I also watch Reborn doll YouTube videos. I also, participate in groups. I may have a channel and I voice my opinions mostly on my channel, but I'm also a spectator who wants to see what you have to share. I don't want to see, that you're sharing exactly what I have. It's like, that's not what I'm here for. I know what I have. I like what I have. And I want to show me what you have, show me what you're about. So, especially I understand that when there's like mass produced clothes, like if you buy something at Kmart doesn't exist, Walmart, and then lots of people are going to have it. If you buy something custom, but then there's somebody else, that's happened to me too, where even the custom stuff was getting copied, but whatever. Just about dolls. I guess I'm part of the petty club too, but I don't think I'm being petty. It's just my style of collecting, and I'm just letting you guys know what my opinion is. But I did honestly like a lot of the responses on there. I don't know, Katie, if you have your tablet up and you can see Serenity's comments, if there's any that you wanted to read that were good.
Yeah, did we finish that one from the
Yeah, it was just one more sentence left where she just said she just wants everybody to have whatever makes them happy. That was all. But the majority, the majority was just like angry and talking about clicks. And
I wish with any click. Oh my gosh. Can you hear me?
No, I could tell that you were going in and out a little bit. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. It's probably just the part of the house that you're at. When I go to the back of my house, like the back room, that one doesn't have very good. If once I go over there, and it's funny because half of the room is really good still with the internet, and then when as soon as I like sit on the couch back there, the internet stops. Like it gets choppy. It's the strangest thing. Yeah, there's tons of fake Maddies for sale. I mean, I can't address every single fake mad, every single counterfeit out there, but it's just a shame that there are YouTube channels, people that came into this community collecting originals and authentic dolls, and now just advocate passionately for counterfeits. So much so that they've created an entire group, which is fine. Actually, they should have their own community. They're just basically collecting dolls. What they don't, reborns are something special. So full body silicone, authentic full body silicones are something special. So it's fine. They can form their own community, but don't call them reborns because they're not. Those are factory produced and factory painted, spray painted dolls. So, and even if you strip it and then repaint it yourself, you technically reborn it. Still don't call it a reborn because then the kit, what you painted on, was also unauthorized, an unauthorized counterfeit. So, should I move on to the other part of the topic that has nothing to do with Serenity? Or did you want to say anything else on the Serenity video? Hello?
Yeah.
No, ask because I can't hear you. I can hear you now, but I just get quiet because I'm like, I know, and I hate to make you feel that way because I know it makes you feel like, like, oh no, not again.
Literally, guys, I get drenched in sweat every time. But we're changing the. I'm paying $140 a month, and I try to switch all the rooms in this house, and they all suck.
Really? That's terrible. I wanted to read some more comments. Let me see. Oh, was there any particular comment that you liked? Here's one. Somebody said, I think the artist has the right to make a baby.
Yeah, I like to.
Can you hear me? Hello? Well, I'm just going to read this comment. It says, I think the artist has the right to remake a baby, but I tend not to go with artists whom I see that continuous pattern with for personal preference. That's very well put. I like the way she says it. Yeah, it's like she says that, artists have the right to do whatever they want. I mean, no one can control how they're going to do it, how they're going to sell, what they're going to create. But honestly, I kind of feel validated right now reading that the amount of people that are out there that just say, you know what, I tend not to go with those types of artists. I'm glad to see that there's collectors out there that have the same collecting style that I do when it comes to choosing the artist. Let me see.
I like that S. Williams comment. She's in the process of getting her first custom.
Let me see. Let me see. In the process,
Okay,
I'm in the process of getting my first custom. Personally, I don't want a replica of someone else's baby. That defeats the purpose of the custom. If you want a carbon copy, why not just get a factory reproduced? The artist I am working with has a doll that was absolutely striking. It was a great example of her work. I'm excited and confident that she will deliver the doll I want. That's a good comment. I understand. The only thing I'm kind of questioning is, what does she mean by factory reproduced? Does she mean, I hope she means like Walmart dolls that are not like counterfeit reborns, right? You mean like maybe Paradise Gallery or Ashton Drake, you know?
I think she meant factory produced, not reproduced. Like just the like regular doll that you buy.
Yeah, because if she means counterfeits, but I don't think she means that either.
I don't think she means counterfeit.
I mean, a good alternative would be, if you don't mind that your doll, you know, you're looking for something that looks like something else, and you want a custom, just try your best. Oh, something else that Serenity brought up a little bit, just a little bit, because it's kind of the same, along the same topic, but it kind of deviates from it a little bit. Is that when people go to an artist and show them pictures from somebody else's portfolio, a different artist's portfolio, and say, I want it to look as much as you can like this. I think that 99% of artists probably say, no. If you want, you know, the doll to look like that, then go ask that artist. Because most of the time, you don't get a lot of artists that can paint like another artist. You know, I can see that there's some that attempt to copy a style, but it still does not, it's not exactly the same. Now that's when something is not exactly the same, when another artist attempts to copy a different artist's work, not their own, you know, not replicate their own work, but they try to replicate somebody else's. They can't. That's when it really can't be done. But that's really crappy if you're using pictures from somebody. If I go to an artist for a custom, I only choose pictures from dolls in their own portfolio. So if you're new to this, and let me just put a word to the wise out there. If you got an artist to do a custom for you and they tell you, oh, show me pictures of other people's dolls, you're probably not going to get a very nice looking doll. But if you have respect enough for the artist that you're choosing, because they're within your budget, or for whatever reason you landed on this artist, whether, you know, it's your budget, or if it's your, you know, what you prefer their work, whichever it is, you know, all of the above, just make sure that you're choosing examples from their own portfolio. That's it. Because that's kind of rude to show them pictures of like the prototype, and then, you know, and expect them for $350 to try to make the prototype.
This happened to a friend artist of mine. She just started like 2 or 3 years ago, and she's getting a lot of these requests, and she's like, I don't know if people understand that dolls they're showing me are like a couple of thousands of dollars, and it's stressing her out. Like literally it's stressing her out to say like, no, I can't. Okay.
You know what? I'm okay with an artist doing the same kit more than once, but as long as like you do a redhead, you do a blonde, you do a brunette, you know?
Exactly.
Like I don't mind if those are like the variations that you're doing them in. So, I mean, I got a Levi, my second Stellan, the Levi that I got from Germany. Immediately when I got him done, I kid you not, I had to wait in a waiting list, but as soon as I had him done, someone went to her and got she turned around and did a Levi right after mine. Luckily, it didn't look the same, but I was just like, that's what I'm talking about, though. People will be like, okay, who did it? That I want the same kit. Now, the hair color was different than mine, and plus it had more hair than mine did. But you know what who I'm talking about, right, Katie? Katie, can you hear me? Katie, are you there? Oh, sorry.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
When does...
Okay. Yes, I can hear you like
Oh,
all
you
the time.
can? I'm so sorry. I hate saying that to you. You're probably like, again. You get all frozen up. Were there any other good comments on here?
Well, but basically, like a lot of them, most of them were fine. Like people just expressing their opinions. I don't know. I'm trying to change her.
Wait, there was another one. I want to see here because there was one that I liked. Did I like the comments? Hold on. There was some that I liked, I thought, but I thought this one was funny because they contradict themselves. Like, okay, listen to this. So this person said, as an artist and collector, I have two different views on this subject. As an artist, I would never duplicate another artist's work, and I would not duplicate any doll I've sold to someone else. As a collector, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't really bother me. Imitation is the best form of flattery kind of view, I guess. It's not. Look it up. Imitation is actually you're trying to insult the person. It is not. Okay. It's not. Imitation is annoying. I find imitation annoying. And I hate the way people throw that around. Oh, it's flattering. They're imitating you because you should be flattered.
Not when I pay so much money. Okay?
No, it's not flattery. I just will never get that point of view. Imitation it's flattery. It's like they're complimenting me, or it's a compliment. No, the compliment goes to the artist, not to the collector who paid a bunch of money for it to try to have something custom just for them, you know?
Yeah, yes. Oh,
the flattery, well put. It's true. The flattery only is reserved for the person who made it, you know? In this case, as it pertains to dolls. So I just thought that was kind of funny. So while I would never paint while I'll never paint or replicate the same doll twice for a customer or a doll I'm selling, I wouldn't care if someone replicated a doll from my collection. They take it as a compliment. So, but yeah. Anyway, let me see. Was there anything else? Were there any other good ones?
I don't know.
I like this one. Right now. Says, great topic. I don't mind if it's a buy it now baby, but for me, if it's a custom, I feel it's tailored to my preferences, coupled together with that artist skill, creativity for me. I would prefer it not to be duplicated. I don't mind it being similar with a slightly different spin on it. I think I can accept seeing one or two of the same like that. I really like that comment. That's true. That's how I feel too. You know? Let me see. Anyway, go watch Serenity's video. It is so good. In fact, I'm going to, after the live stream is done, I am going to put it in the description because I just thought it was so good. Because I agreed with her. I thought it was so good. I was like, yes. I liked it. So let me see. I think the catalog comment is very accurate. I think people should use photos of real babies for their inspiration. Pinterest is great. That's childlike wonder. Thank you. Yeah, I think I was going to say that also. Using real babies, yes, but pick from their own portfolio. Tiny Hands Forever says, unfortunately, it's difficult to make a stand for something without feeling attacked. I understand that we all have the right to make choices, but not all choices. Are advantageous. And Melissa says, that's what happened to me. Someone had a baby painted just like mine. It even had the same limbs I chose. It looked just like mine. The person sent me pictures all excited. I wasn't too happy. That's happened to me.
That's the worst one. I feel you on that one.
I feel you. Melissa 22. Thank you. Okay, so we're sharing stories here. That's happened to me too. That happened to you. Like they're like, oh, I just had to have this. Okay, scratch another artist off my list, but
oh my goodness.
I don't know if you want.
And then you don't want to be like you don't want to sound bad. You don't know how to respond to message like that because you don't like what are you going to be yelling at that. Oh my gosh, that's a bad situation.
You know why? They know, okay? They know, but they sent you that picture or they sent you that because they want your approval. And they're kind of conchudas because they do it in a way that they put you in the position where you almost feel obliged to be polite about it and be like, "Oh, congratulations." So that they know it's annoying, but they do. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think I'm like explaining this right.
Yeah.
There's a certain type of people that like they do that. They're like, "You don't mind, do you?" Like that, and you're like, "No, I don't," because you don't want to seem petty. So they're relying on your basic need to not want to have conflict or anything like that. Like that basic, none of us want conflict unless we're bored. No, I'm just, I kid you. Unless I'm bored, see me later. Meet me outside. None of us really want like conflict with people, but as much as you guys might think I want it, I don't want it. I tend to block a lot. And I'm going to kind of switch gears now, Katie, because I'm kind of feeling like talking about that other thing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you're good with that? You're good with it? So, hold on, let me see what's being said here. Hi, Lincoln Park Forever. If she couldn't, and Melissa says she could not believe that they sent her the pictures on top. They sent her pictures on top of that.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It's so bad, girl.
I know it's the true story. Poor Melissa. That sucks. It really does. But a few years ago, I'm going to have to bring this up because I'm being forced to bring it up because this person just won't stop talking about it out of context. Okay. There's somebody here in this community that has a YouTube channel that collects counterfeits, constantly puts replica in her titles, is all in your face. She's very smug about it in her videos. And everything she said, and actually the last, I didn't even watch the video. I actually just got sent clips of it. It's the honest truth. I swear it on my children's lives. I did not watch that video. I only got clips of it. But the reason somebody sent me these clips is because it's like every video she has to somehow bring up me and Katie. Somehow
that woman
is
so
obsessed.
full of hate.
And yes, I'm addressing it because I'm addressing it because I'm emotional, okay? And I feel like addressing it because I'm just tired of not addressing her, and I don't want to talk to her on the side, and I don't want to be her friend, and I don't want
those videos.
I just want her to stop using us as fodder for traffic on her channel.
Hi, Jennifer.
That's it. I just want this person. She lives in Canada, and I want her to stop using us and lying, mainly lying. Okay, always constantly saying this stuff with no proof. So a couple years ago, here we go. Hello, Jennifer. A couple years ago, I had, you guys a lot of you already know this. I had this huge, everybody knows, even Bonnie Brown knows about it. I was like cringing when she was like, "Oh, I remember I was watching, you had some kind of problem with some lady that was like doing a chargeback." I was like cringing. I'm like, oh my God, she saw that too. Cringe. Anyway, I'm messy, okay? I'm messy. I'm getting better though. Because this YouTube will do things to you and you're like, you're putting up your dukes, and you're ready to like knock some teeth out. Anyway, so I hate having to even bring this up again, but a few years ago I had a huge sale dispute. The first one I ever had, huge, with a complete scammer, okay, in this community. Andrea. Okay, I'm just going to put it out there. That was her name. She was this lady that had watched my channel for a long time. She swooped in during I don't know if you guys remember back then. I would do a lot of lives, and every time I sold a doll, I would make like a video for the doll. This particular week that I put this doll up for sale, I had very limited time. Okay. And I was like, okay, I have a window of opportunity this week between on this day to go live and, show the doll live, all the details, everything. And then I also said at the beginning of the video that if you're interested, you have to email me. Okay. But please watch this video from beginning to end. It wasn't that long. And I also gave people an opportunity while I was live to ask any questions. So if they were interested. So I had a lot of buyers in there. They were watching. It was a live stream. People were watching, listening to me talk about everything. I am very good about disclosure and describing things, like down to the texture, everything. Everything I do, I get very in details, especially when I was making sale videos, because that was going to be part of the sale, the pictures, the video, everything. So this woman, her name, I don't even want to say her name. It's like saying Voldemort. This woman, we'll just call her Debbie. No, but I actually love somebody named Debbie. So let's just call her
Who?
Andrea. I want to call her something else. I just hate saying her name. This lady.
No, because you will confuse people. Just go on.
Okay. I'll confuse people, and then this person will come out of the woodworks. I never bought a doll from her.
She will call us hate mongrels again. The psycho.
Okay. So she swooped in the middle of my live stream. And she's like, "Oh, I want to buy the doll. I want to buy it." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm still going over the details of the doll." And then within 5 minutes of being in the middle of my live stream, she announces, "I just paid you. I PayPal'd the money to you. I just paid you." And I was like, oh, I just kept going. And then I was like, okay, well, congratulations. I guess she just paid me. Sure enough, I end the live because this woman's announcing in the middle of my live stream in the comments that she bought my doll. She bought the doll. Lincoln Park says, I really don't understand people like that. Why are there are such people. Some people destroy some lives with it. The scammers are just annoying. And unfortunately, it's getting worse and worse. I know. So let me tell you. So she swoops in. She announces during my live stream that she bought the doll. So there goes everyone that was there interested. Okay. They feel like, okay, done deal. And then that makes me mad because I was like, I don't even know if she actually bought it. I didn't get a chance to check my PayPal. I was literally in the middle of the live stream. The video was an important part of the sale. She swoops in, she buys the doll. She gets on, and then I also noticed that not only did she not pay the way that I asked for friends and family, she went ahead and paid it in a way that, how does she pay it? I can't remember. She paid it with I forgot what she did. Doesn't matter. Those details don't matter. The fact is that she swooped in the middle of my live stream, ruined my sale, said she bought it. Everybody thought the doll was sold. She actually, as soon as I get off my live stream, she actually did buy the doll. I checked, the money was there. I immediately pack up the doll, send it to her, and there begins the problem. To make a long story short, the doll arrived to her. The box was damaged, but there was no damage to the doll. But the magnet had shifted in the mouth. We went back and forth months. She wanted me to give her a discount on the doll because the magnet has shifted. She wanted to return it. And I was like, I'm sorry, but it was a final sell. Then she started writing me all these crazy emails like, oh, how I didn't put bubble wrap, how the doll is damaged and all this stuff. And on top of that, before she started like demanding a discount or her money back, she had made a video and uploaded it onto her channel where she gave it a good review. She looked at the doll. You could see the doll. There was nothing wrong with the doll. And when she sent me the first email that she wanted her money back, I immediately went on YouTube and I screen recorded that video. Thank goodness I did that, where she gave it a good review and showed all the clothes that it came with and everything. So she did a little box opening and nothing was wrong with the doll. Then it went on for months. It dragged on for like nearly 4 months. PayPal finally ruled in my favor. The magnet did shift. I did not want to offer her any money for the magnet shifting in the mouth because, first of all, I did not make the doll. Second, it's a magnet in the mouth. The reason the magnet shifted, I kid you not, you guys, when she opened up the doll to see what was wrong, she did this on video and she uploaded the video. She found that there was Scotch tape holding the magnet. The artist had only adhered the magnet with Scotch tape. She didn't even glue it in place. And this is why she wanted me to give her a discount on the doll. She wanted some type of refund. It went on for ages. I mean, we were battling because she was making up stories about me. And this is the one
my
where,
God, it was
she made
crazy.
up so many stories about me. She said I was a scammer. She said that the doll wasn't worth what she paid me for it. In fact, she paid less than what I paid. She made posts. She started like looking into my parents. Also, this was another lunatic that did the same thing, because as soon as that happened, that stalker from the UK that I talked about in my last channel befriended her. Okay. And yeah, the
Because
woman
that's
went.
what people on YouTube do.
That's what people. Yeah, your enemy is my enemy. Okay, that's how she felt. That's
They
not how
take
I
it way
am.
too personally, and they go crazy. Some people.
So I was as you guys recall, I did so many live streams trying to defend myself, because when somebody's really lying about you like that, especially me, it made me feel some kind of way, and I felt like I had to defend myself. So I went on and I was talking about her, and I was talking about the situation, but in context. This is why I'm bringing this up. So this other YouTuber from Canada, now we're talking present day, doesn't ever stop talking about the fact that I did those live streams, that I was talking about the scammer, that I had a sale dispute. Now, she leaves out the part where I explain what was going on, that there was a scammer, that she had done a chargeback, that I didn't have my money. She had the doll and the money. Okay. She had both the doll and the money, and I was being scammed. So, and then to add insult to injury, Andrea was this lady, the scammer, the chargeback lady from years ago. She was still making videos lying to people that I used filters, that I photoshopped my pictures of the dolls that I sold. She was trying to ruin my reputation as a seller. She was trying to discredit me here and attacking my character. So this lady from Canada right now, who has like a little cottage, okay, and she's a retired constable. She always has to tell us she's a retired police officer. Okay, this is I cannot believe. Well, actually, surprise or not surprise, I don't know. But this is a retired police officer who collects dolls and constantly has drama on every single video. Like, she says, I don't do drama, but I'm going to do it now. But every opportunity she has, she said, she like tries to dehumanize me and Katie. Like, oh, I don't have a problem with anyone except for those two, because they're mean girls. They're bullies. They're this.
Witches.
They're the only bully I see is her. It's like, I don't know you, lady. I've never talked to you.
Exactly. Who
I
is
had
that?
to
Like,
block you
why?
for my own, for my own mental health and my own self-care. I had to block this woman. She
My
hates me
goodness.
so much. She makes sure everybody knows in every single video that she hates me, which is fine. I don't care. I can deal with her talking about that she hates me, but I cannot deal anymore with her making up lies about what I do or what I've done, and that she takes things out of context. So she's sitting here talking about that we're mean girls and we're this and we're bullies, but every single video, she has to add some type of vitriol, and it has nothing to do with her little bunnies and her little farm and stuff. It's like,
Disgusting.
it's such a contradiction, because her voice it sounds like, I don't know, like heavily medicated. I don't know. She just sounds very strange to me. But I am tired of her taking a very painful and embarrassing and very extremely stressful situation that I had with a scammer, and that she takes it out of context and then goes on her channel and said, oh, I was, one time when I first started in this community, like 6 billion years ago, I went into this person's live stream and she completely ignored me. And she was bashing someone. It's like, put it in context, lady. If you
Yeah.
want to talk about, you're free to talk about the situation, but be honest for one, and at least put it in context. Yes, I was talking about Andrea, but Andrea, one of the times, Andrea had forced me to go on camera. She said, I want you, as soon as PayPal closed the dispute, her chargeback, and they gave me my money back, she went nuts and she emailed me, and she said, or she made a video, uploaded a video, and she said, oh, PayPal paid her like 2 days ago and she still hasn't made a video to let you guys all know that she got paid. Well, hello, I work, lady. Okay? Unlike you may be home all day or whatever it is that you do, but I work. And at this point, after everything she said about me, I didn't really feel like making some like video like, oh, she's okay now because finally PayPal ruled in my favor. I didn't feel like talking about her anymore. And then she went on her channel. Andrea went on her channel, and she said that if I didn't get on my channel right now, that she was going to reopen the chargeback. I got immediately triggered by that, and I went online. I went live. I was like, I do not need this problem again. I finally got my money back, and I do not need her to open up another chargeback again. I don't know that she would have been able to, but this is what I'm talking about. There are like a lot of people on here. Watch who you give your private information to. Be careful who you sell to. I'm so particular and picky. I don't answer everybody when I'm selling something. I don't. And I don't answer.
And it is not because of the click, guys.
Yeah, it's not because I have clicks like this, this cottage person keeps telling everyone that we have. No, it's because I have a general mistrust after being abused and scammed and, like, hello, I'm very cautious. I don't just sell to anyone. If it takes me longer to sell a doll, then it takes me longer. I just rather be comfortable with who it is I'm doing business with. But at least if you're going to talk about me, now I'm talking about the Canadian retired constable. At least put things in context. Okay, stop lying. Stop lying about stuff. I just find it so nuts how she could just so blatantly lie. I don't know what's wrong with her. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, girl? I could wonder what is wrong with her. I don't know if I said hi to Jennifer Luke. She said hi, ladies, a while ago. But oh, look how cute she looks. Look at how cute Emmy looks.
Oh, thank you. I just changed her while you were talking.
Oh, I know. I wasn't looking because I wasn't looking because I was like on my soapbox right now, telling my story. My story. It's gonna be what do you call it? A Hallmark? No, not a Hallmark. An after school special. An after school special. Hey, you want to preach to people to be nice? Then love everyone. Don't, I thought you guys, I'm not a Christian myself, but I thought you were a Christian. Like you say, what is Jesus? One of the least heated
my problem
teaching of Jesus is love thy neighbor.
I don't want to be portrayed by someone I do not even know, someone I never even talked to, as some kind of bully just because I made a couple of counterfeit videos.
Yeah.
All my videos, I just want to all those people who are listening to the lunatic. I'm sorry, that woman, that's all I have to say. I don't know you. Why the heck you keep harboring this hatred? Her videos, they say we harbor hatred. I don't even know you. We didn't even know about your existence. What is your problem? Like, get a treatment or something. Like, seriously, people. Like, it's just so like, to me, I don't understand it.
I don't get it either. She said she mentioned that I was
years.
Yeah, years and years. She won't stop talking, and she makes up stories that she was bullied by us.
Give it a rest.
And now she's gonna probably say, I bet you anything after this live stream, she's gonna say, after this live stream, she's probably going to say that she loves to say that she's been brutally bullied. I don't know who bullied her.
You have no idea, Cottage. Okay? Yeah. You have no idea what it is to be brutally cyberbullied.
Did someone in this community make it their business to find out who your parents are and send them letters to their house? Probably not.
To their husband, to their workplace.
Don't talk to me about
like wake up in the morning and leave the house and literally out of paranoia just start looking around the street. Okay, is this person just traveling because they know all of my address? Are they sitting in a car? Like somehow or someone? Okay, because they posted the picture of Inez's parents' house. Like you get out of the house on a work day and you keep wondering. I walked Charlie and I kept wondering, are they like watching me? I know how it sounds, but you get like into heightened state of paranoia when this is happening to you. I was so paranoid, I can't even tell you. So do not come to me telling me that you have been bullied or whatever. We don't even know you. we haven't even know about
Actually,
existence
if
of this.
anyone sounds like a bully, it's her, because I just don't understand.
Every video.
Well, she explains in her, like, why she hates me. And this last one, the one that I got the clip from, where she was talking about that she came onto my channel and I didn't even welcome her. And I don't always see every comment. And back then, especially when I was in that heated state of mind and being antagonized by that scammer, and I'm live, I'm sorry if I don't have time to say to you, oh, welcome, or and then especially if you're trying to use the high traffic that I was getting during my live stream in order to move people in the direction of your channel by saying, hi, I do remember this. Hi, I just want to say, in the middle of me being upset and discussing a scammer situation, she popped in there and she was like, if I remember, because she did this several times, and it rubbed me the wrong way. She sat there, she went in there, and she's like, "Hi, I just want to let everybody know that I have a channel, and I think I've made a very important video about my mental health, or somebody's, or whatever, about mental health, that I really think, about PTSD, that I really think this entire community needs to watch." She was constantly in my chat and my live streams, because I had a high volume of traffic during my live streams, especially when it was drama, like that heated situation with the scammer, which, if you got, okay, those heated situations were really surrounding always the same, like, few group of people that were all friends. All of them were friends. They were all associated with each other. So it's not like I was having problems with, like, this group here, this person over here, fulano over there. It was just, they were all related. But you do not etiquette. You do not go to somebody else's chat during their live stream and then you sit there in the middle of a certain discussion and you go, oh, by the way, I have a channel and I have a video about PTSD that I think everybody should be watching. You don't get to advertise your channel in somebody else's chat like that. Be normal. Go in there, say, hi, I like your video. Hi, I'm sorry that's happening to you. Hi, I just want to say hello. I'm here. I'm listening. That's how you get noticed. That's how people will see you. But you don't demand that people go to your channel. You don't demand that people have to watch your videos. And if people don't, and why was I being held to that standard? Why was I being the one hounded to watch her videos? Go to a channel that has 2 subscribers and ask them, or go around and ask other people. But she was using the traffic on my channel and my chat to direct people to her channel. In the middle of a video a live stream where I was extremely distressed over a chargeback scammer situation, over stalkers, and she pops in to tell people, I have a channel, come and watch me. It's like, she started rubbing me the wrong way. Then I know that she had written a very long email to Annie Banani. And I mean, I'm not going to read that email because whatever. I'm sorry. I'm putting it out there. As long as she doesn't, if she stops talking about me, then I won't put it out there. But there was like a very, very bizarro, outer limits kind of
Yeah, a
Twilight
couple of
Zone,
people have her blocked because she was just going,
clingy.
so
Yeah,
not
clingy.
only us.
It's just weird. It's like, did not anyone ever teach you how to socialize? Like, how, I don't know. That's how I just felt. I read the email because it was forwarded to me, because the person felt like, this is really making me uncomfortable. Like, is it just me? Or, that's the type of email she got. Like, and I read it and I was like, no, it's not just you. It's a very cringy email. It's very cringy. You can respond if you want, don't if you don't want to, but it's like, there is no self-awareness with this person. So I don't know, maybe I should feel sorry for her. I'm trying to dig deep. I'm only human, okay, guys? I'm trying to dig deep to feel sorry for her, or to, find something to make me be like, okay. But the more she does it, the harder I've reached my threshold. I can't hold it anymore. I can't. And this video that she made a couple days ago, or I don't even know how long that video was, how long ago it was. And I didn't even listen to it in its entirety. The only thing I heard was probably a total of an accumulation of maybe like 3 minutes of the video from different parts where she was, taking jabs at me. And I've gotten other clips also where this person, the mean girls, and I don't care. I don't talk about any, except if it's Ines and Katie, because yeah, they're not, like, she was just completely dehumanizing us, encouraging people to hate us, to be mean to us, to like just dehumanizing us, like, because Ines and Katie are just these two characters on your YouTube, on a YouTube, right? We're not real people. So it's okay to spit on us. It's okay to be rude and to lie about us because we're not human, right? We're just these people that pop in live every once in a while on YouTube. And what I find even more cringy about her is the amount of times that she's talked about me and I felt some kind of way about her. I was like, I just want to avoid her at all costs. I think it was about 2 years ago. Remember, Katie? About 2 years ago,
Yeah.
she's sitting there on her channel, she's nonstop making up stories. Once again, how she was brutally bullied by us, or by someone, who knows who bullied her. I discovered that she was in my Instagram, my private Instagram account. I'm like, how did she get in there? So I immediately blocked her. And then I made sure that I blocked her with both my store account, because I have two Instagram accounts. One of them is my doll account, and the other one is where I sell my clothes and sell dolls and stuff. So those two Instagrams, she was in there, and I blocked her on both of them. And I never said anything without fanfare, blocked her. No fanfare, just was like, you know what? This can be quietly done. But what makes me cringe and really made me feel some kind of way, what made me cringe was like, I thought that I brutally bullied her. So why is she following me? If this is true, if it was true, if she really believed, if she was really afraid of me because I brutally bullied her, then why is she following my Instagram account? Why was she in there? You know what I mean? Like, explain that to me. Make that make sense to me. Make that make sense. Laurel P says, any thoughts on why the scammer situation is getting worse? And Tiny Hands Forever said, sorry guys, I just got to go. I just got company. Enjoyed your chat. Thank you, Tiny Hands Forever.
Thanks,
always
Alicia.
being here. I like when you come in. So have a good evening. But anyway, so Laurel's Place says, any thoughts on why the scammer situation is getting worse? Yes, because of people like Cottage on YouTube, because of people who advocate for counterfeit dolls and they try to normalize it. And so there's people that are just confused, and people who continue to buy the counterfeits, they are holding up the counterfeit market. If without people buying counterfeit market, without the buck stopping at the consumer, there would be no market to hold up because it would collapse.
Mm-hmm.
If there wasn't the consumer who advocated or who bought, they are keeping that market going. I think people who buy counterfeits, they're the keeping. So then, of course, the counterfeits are not going anywhere and the scams are going to keep happening. Lincoln Park, at my last live stream, pointed out to me that somebody made a replica. They made a fake Instagram account, made it look like mine. They used some random person's face. And there's just going to be a lot of scams. There's different types of scams. I mean, there's the scams where people buy counterfeits and they don't know they're counterfeits and they think they're buying a legit doll. And then there's scams like what happened to me, where somebody gets a doll, they make up some cockamamie story about it being damaged when there was no damage. It's damaged. Now give me a discount. No, there's those types of scams. And then there's scams like this lady named Danielle from the UK a couple years ago, where she sold a Ramsey by Irina K to somebody and never sent the doll. She collected the money and disappeared, completely disappeared from the community, took the money and ran, and also took people's money because she was telling people that she had infertility problems and people were throwing money at her for her infertility. Where'd all that money go? I mean, it's not my money, so I don't care, but there's a lot of scammers out there. There's another one. There's a channel, it's a family Reborn channel, who 1 minute they're like making like these they're here. They bombard they like bum rush the community on YouTube, trying to be YouTube famous. They make shock value type of videos, like, oh, we have 6 kids but only 2 of them are real. They do things like that. Then then they show themselves in like dramatic TikToks, like running away, going live, running or fleeing from a
Abusive
abusive
partner.
marriage. And then they go and the next week, begging for money from people with $10,000 silicones, full body silicones, mind you. They have like
Yeah.
$7,000, $10,000, $5,000 silicones, which they're not selling, but they have their hand out in the community asking for people to pay to keep their utilities on. What is
I think they
happening?
just got it. They just got those silicone dolls, those twins, and then Reborn after collection, after the post fest, they collected the money. So that's
they,
I know
yeah,
there are a lot of people are upset about that.
To each their own. If somebody feels suckered into paying somebody's bills, and when this person showing up with like 3 or 4 full body silicones, each of them worth 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, or what have you, I knew, I mean, it's your business how you want to you want to throw away your money that way, but it's just a dang shame that this is happening in our community, that this is this is happening. That's another kind of scam. Katie and I, in our last video, we talked about this, like why we don't allow sob stories, why a lot of groups on Facebook do not allow sob stories when you're posting, something for sale, or when you're in search of a certain doll. You can post what you want, but don't attach a sob story to it, because that's a scammer or a grifter's tactic. You tell people, you're trying to manipulate someone when you're pulling at their heartstrings. That's why we don't allow those types of posts. We had a situation yesterday. I had to take somebody's, post down because they're sitting there, asking, oh, I got, evicted from my house or whatever, my apartment, and I had to leave everything behind. And unfortunately, I had to leave behind my rare miracle, my rare sculpt by Laura Lee Eagles. And then she tags Laura in it, trying to pull, like, why do people, I immediately see those people as grifters. Those are grifters to me. So, oh man, I really hate people like that. Why do you do something like that? What went wrong with the people? I don't, you know what? Honestly, I don't get it. I have a very low tolerance, and I can sniff out when people are being disingenuous, and they're not being, there's no need to tell a sob story when you're trying to find something. Did you,
Oh
hey,
yeah. Regarding that sob story yesterday, when I posted that post in a group, I received so many messages, and one of them was actually an artist who said, I have to tell you. Anyways, like long story short, she saw that she believed the sob story like that like 2 years ago, and she provided 2 dolls for twin girls. She said
oh my God.
the mother was saying they didn't have the money, and it was like very like the end of the pandemic or something. Anyways, she makes it or donates or whatever the free dolls. She's like, I made like little box openings for each one of the girls and everything. And like not even 10 days later, she's just browsing one of the selling groups, and there she sees this woman selling these 2 dolls. She had no kids, guys. Okay. So there are a lot of people who will try to play on people's good heart, and a lot of people are like good people. They want to donate, especially the artists and everything. She even like paid for the shipping. Can you imagine? And then you see all these dolls that she donated for these so-called 2 kids, which never even existed probably. And this woman is still selling them, like making money. Can you imagine if she just gets like a couple of the dolls each month? She gets like nice sales there in her pocket, just preying on people who will just donate free stuff. So
I
I just
don't
don't
like
want people to
that.
think that people. I just don't want like to people to think, okay, these couple of people, they're just haters. They don't want people to get stuff. No, a lot of people, me myself, I have absolutely nothing against donating and doing someone happy, but unfortunately, this community is overly saturated with these people who are really preying on good-hearted individuals and members of the community.
Yeah.
This is why groups do not allow these kind of like activities and posts anymore, because there is no way how you can validate, like, okay, is this, like, verify the story, is this the truth, is this really happening, like what, like, guys. No, so okay, yeah, that's what I just wanted to say. I just thought of that message yesterday when I posted it. Yeah, people were like, yeah, this actually happened to me, like legit artists. This, yeah, or the collectors.
I put a little silicone powder on the pacifier so that it could be easier. I just didn't know if it would fit. I feel like I want to cut this one, but I might need to like use a hot glue gun or some silicone. I think I have some silicone. Let me take this out. It fits in there nice. It's not too big. It's just one of those soothies. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to show people like that I just put a little bit of D3 Creations.
Why do you want to cut it?
Because this one has a hole right here, and I feel like if I cut it somehow, you'll be able to see it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't find my wee thummy. I have to look for it. So I'm gonna just put this.
There's Chelsea from Pumpkin Sparkle Babies. I just saw her comment. Oh yeah, totally agree, Katie.
It makes it so hard to believe anyone. I have been burned so many times. Oh, I'm so sorry. See, that's from an artist. So we're trying to protect artists and collectors alike, so people don't get suckered into, because there are people that are just going to be so sensitive. We don't want that happening in our groups. We don't want that. I mean, yeah, maybe your story's true, but we're not taking that chance. Not in the group. We're not taking the chance. I deleted a comment. I can't believe they have the audacity to tag Laura to try to get freebies,
Yeah, the sculptor. And do not forget that sculptor's pages like hers is public. So every time someone tags her even in the smallest post, it goes right to her main page.
And
so
then everybody sees it, and everyone thinks now, oh, I could just, if I need something, maybe I want a Quinlan, maybe she can give me one. That's just, tacky. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
We're better than that. Or are we just all losing the plot here? Are we all just rude now with no manners? I mean, I don't know. But as far as like this mean girl, I mean, where the mean girl started? The mean girl stuff started? Katie and I, years ago, if you've been with us for a long time, I have to say that a lot because I know there's a lot of new people. But a lot of people, we're not the only ones, but a lot of people love, I'm just putting the excess on him because there's a little bit more powder on here, on the brush. A lot of people like that movie. That was one of our favorite movies. I will always quote Mean Girls. It's just so funny. I don't hate you because you're fat because I hate you. I mean, gosh, that movie was funny. All right. But there was a time where Katie and I were just spending way too much time quoting Mean Girls. And then it kind of caught on. Some people thought it was funny. But then there was the group of people that just don't like us that started just taking off with the whole, they're mean girls. They're this. It's like, and this cottage person from Canada, she just cannot, she's like obsessed with the idea that there's these mean people out there, that we're the villains. Like she dehumanizes us because she constantly tries to paint us as villains. So in her video, in the little clip that I got, I don't know if you remember this part where she was talking about, maybe I should just play it, the sound. Should I play it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll play the sound. I have the sound to what she said, and I thought it was so awful because I'm like,
honey, wait for 10 minutes, okay? I'm sorry, I was talking to Charlie. Am I confusing you?
Okay, hang on, let me go to your, which one was it? Was it the second clip that we got, or the first clip? Wait.
I can't tell right now.
Here we go.
I'm just
here it goes.
upsetting.
I'm going to play it right now. Just listen to this. So this clip made me realize that, oh, I lost my train of thought. This clip made me realize that she really has like this fantasy where we're the villain in her life. We're the villains. And it's so upsetting to hear this. Like, I would never say this about somebody. You know what? Even everybody has friends. I think even Charles Manson had friends, and she has friends. We have friends. Everybody has friends because it takes all kinds of people to make the world. But for her to be saying this, it really made me feel like, why does she care that people like us? Why does she care that people still watch our channel? Why does she care that people agree with us or comment on our stuff? Listen to this.
And calling people names on your videos and your comments, like, why are you even?
Okay, I didn't call anybody names. Yeah, where? And then that's another thing where she just goes and like, she constantly says all these things that without even having to prove it. I'm just tired of you, Cottage, lying about me. Where?
Yeah.
You know, but how about some context? You need to put this in context. Okay, so here.
And here, why do people watch your videos? Why do you still get, love in the comments? Like, people watch you spewing out hate about other humans. Yeah, people are like, oh, you're so awesome. I just love you. You're the best. What is wrong with you people that watch
What is wrong
a
with
video?
you? Why are you so jealous or something?
I want people to hear this. I want people to hear this.
Videos. Why do you still get, love in the comments? Like, people watch you spewing out hate about other humans. Yeah, people are like, oh, you're so awesome. I just love you. You're the best. What is wrong with you people that watch a video of them just hating on somebody and then you're, complimenting how great they are? Like, what is wrong with you? You really seriously need to look in your own backyard, because honestly, there is something really wrong. Anyway, I'm actually getting tired.
Okay. I'm just like, that part, when I heard that was like, I only got like 2 little clips. That was one of them. And there was another one where she was just bringing up that I had, yes, you guys, I'm not going to lie. I had a very distressing situation with a scammer. Okay. Straight up, that woman was a scammer. Anyone looking for post-purchase discounts, you are a scammer. Making up a story that, the doll was damaged, you are a scammer. So excuse me for having been stressed out about that situation, being out a doll, being out almost $1,000, being, constantly my name being trashed. But, people be saying that I use filters. There are no filters here, guys. No filters. Okay. This is just regular camera, iPhone. So honestly, like, I just don't understand. And then she says that we bash people. I'm not bashing you. I'm just having people listen to what you sound like on your channel, what you're saying. These are your words. This is your emotions. And I just would like to stop getting clips of you taking jabs at me. I would like for you to stop lying about me. I don't even know you. And I feel like everything that I did, like, that you feel was an affront to you, or I'm talking to Cottage, everything that you feel like I did to you, it never happened, because 1, I've never talked to you. 2, we've never exchanged comments on each other's channels. You would bombard my chats with, everybody come listen to my videos about PTSD. The email that I read where you were really, I'm sorry, it made me cringe. Okay. It was just not, it was it made me feel uncomfortable. Those things, I'm sorry, but I did what I felt I needed to do for me, which was block you and try not to be around you. And I'm sorry that hurt your feelings, but you have to own your own feelings. I wasn't doing anything bad to you. I was doing what was good for me with the least amount of impact to you, what I thought would be the least amount of impact. I wasn't trying to exclude you because I've never gone on my channel and told people not to watch you, not to subscribe to you. I never came on my channel and questioned why people comment on your videos, why people watch you, why people say they like you. I've never done anything that you are doing constantly about you.
Shame on her.
So if whatever offense that you took, I honestly, if I had something to apologize to you for, I would, but you and I have never interacted. You've created a fantasy that there's some type of thing going on between us. I'm just tired of hearing the mean things that you're saying and that you allow people to bash us in your comments. Anonymous people that with all their anonymous channels there, just saying all these cruel things, making up stories, and everyone just having like this little bash fest about me and Katie on there. We're human. We're real people. We're flesh and blood. We exist. We're not just these, floating around YouTube. And as soon as you go make dinner, it's all over. No, we still have residue and we have feelings, but to be questioning why anybody would like us in the first place.
Yeah, maybe because we're not really doing anything seriously. Like, even when you go to the Fake Friday awareness videos that we did about the counterfeit kits and all that, we never took one single video down. You can go to any of these videos, guys. This is there is the stuff is out there, and you judge. Okay, go watch these videos. None of them are hate videos. Like, none of them are like, oh my god, she says this person, which completely, like, my jaw dropped. I'm like, what is going on? Is this for real? She said that people like us, two of us, like, we instigated this hate against the people with counterfeits. This is not the truth. When we are here talking about these things, we are reporting what's happening out there. The posts of sculptors, the posts of big artists.
Yes.
Okay, nobody's instigating.
We've been posting
anything.
Ping
What
Lao.
is wrong with you?
We made a lot of videos speaking out against counterfeits. Yes, you know what? At one point, I got a little bit.
Emotional.
No, well, not just emotional. When I talked about her friend Brenda, when I talked about her, and I kind of made fun of the sniffing of the counterfeits. Yeah, I made fun of that. But you know what, guys? She had it coming because that was another one who was in her comments under other people's videos. In her videos, she was sitting there. We were persona non grata to these. We're persona non grata to these women, to these counterfeit supporters. We're their target. We get people traffic on their channel. If people think that we're being spoken about, we give them traffic. We are a YouTube persona non grata. And why? Because we stand up against counterfeits, not even for the artists, but because me personally, I'm against counterfeits. Okay. So, and then what did she say?
We're not even paid to do nothing.
Who was the one that said that we kiss the butt of artists? Was it her too? I can't remember.
I don't even know. It was just so much hate in there. I literally, I was in shock. I'm like, oh my god.
All I'm doing
what is going on here?
I just wanted to talk about it today, and I wanted to address it because it's like the elephant in the room now. I'm like, oh, this is too much. Like, do your counterfeits. No one's talking about you.
Yeah, exactly.
We speak in very general terms when we talk about counterfeits. Most of the time, I'm just posting what I see Ping Lao say, because I love Ping Lao's dolls. I love her sculpts. Hers are being counterfeited just extremely, just like Bonnie Brown's. But stop taking it personal. Katie and I are human. We have feelings too. As much as you want to paint us as like
and it's just
unhuman,
so many of you always against two of us. It's just ridiculous. Like, seriously, you claim you feel so threatened and everything, and all I see is like 70 of you bashing, and it's just two of us. Okay.
Yeah.
The thing is, we don't know none of you people. I don't know any of these individuals. I just want to put it out there. Like, who
they act like they know us so well. But there's like I said, it's that whole idea of like the cancel culture where you kind of dehumanize the person that is your target.
Cyberbullying once again. Talk about that. Yeah. I don't know. I see two people two people against so many counterfeit supporters, just basically taking pitchforks and ready to freaking stab us or something. It's just crazy. To me, that's like, I don't know, guys.
Yeah, it's like we can have a debate about it if you want. Maybe I can invite her. We could do a live stream and she can come on and tell us what
I want to hear her
why
perspective on this. Like, why? I want to know why.
Yeah, why she took to just constantly dehumanizing us and trying to act like we're mean girls. Mean girls in her world are these like entities, these characters in a movie. Mean girls. No, I'm like in my late 40s, okay? And I've raised 3 intelligent, capable, strong, opinionated, loud-mouthed women, okay, young ladies that, you know, what two in graduate school, one starting school this fall, one on her way to get a PhD. I mean, let's just look. I'm saying this stuff about me because nobody else is going to say it about me. This is who I am. I'm a mother. Okay. I have parents, I have a family, I have a dog, I have pets that I love. And when I come on my channel and I speak about, the hobby is one niche, one little aspect of, what I like, something that I do aside from my kids. My kids take up most of my time, but aside from everything else is a side thing. I have fun. I get to, I get to be admin in Facebook groups. I've paid my dues. I've been here long enough. I don't scam artists out of money. I don't scam. If I've ever bought a doll secondhand, I don't scam people out of money. I am not a scammer. I'm not a mean girl. I talk about things. I have an opinion for the most part. This channel is not a news channel, so it's just opinion. That's all it is. Most people with YouTube channels is just opinion. That's all it is. You don't get to dehumanize me because I don't agree with counterfeits.
Exactly. Well said.
So, hey, Katie, on that pacifier right there that you have in her mouth, in Emmy's mouth, did you trim it?
No, it's full.
I wonder if her mouth is bigger than his mouth. His mouth is kind of small, but
Yeah,
I mean,
her mouth is deep. Like it goes like deep inside of the head.
well, so does his. It goes all the way. I don't know if you can see that.
I just put the silicone jelly on it.
Oh, I didn't use it. I just used silicone powder.
It goes just in there. And then I just clean like gently her mouth. I don't leave it in there. I just put it in there for the purpose.
Yeah,
of
me
video.
too. I usually like to look at his full face. I don't usually have like pacifiers in his mouth.
I like her in pacifier. There's something about the babies with pacifier. So cute.
I know. My babies used to always have
looks adorable.
So I do have to say this though. I did see a post on Facebook, and it doesn't see by this person by the cottage, and I saw a post in a scammer group where she was being discussed. I belong in that scammers group. I'm not active in it. I'm not an admin in it. So I kind of started following that scammer group a long time ago. Look, I'm not saying she's a scammer, okay? That she scammed anybody out of money. Maybe she. I remember. I believe she had a sale dispute one time, and that person might have brought it up in the scammer group. I don't know what it was about. Didn't follow it, so don't ask me. So I'm not going to elaborate on that. But I did.
I don't know either.
You know what? Let me see if I can find the post, because I found that really interesting as well. It just made me feel like, okay, I think maybe she's antagonistic.
Like she said, what I got the feeling is she said that people are not exclusive. Yeah, they're not inclusive of all these dolls, and they're basically like people are mean and bullies just because these groups do not accept the people with counterfeits. Well, that's normal. I want people to understand that every community, people who support authentic art or whatever, they don't want counterfeit in their groups because it brings down the quality and information, everything of the whole group. This is not that people are hating on other people personally. It's just the ways these things are. And for her to take this to the whole another dimension, to point people like evil, okay, evil couple of people. They're, oh my gosh.
I guess she caught some flack in a group. I'm just gonna read this here. Yeah, she tries to demonize people. I'm not trying to demonize her. I question like her, like I don't like the way she acts. She's actually mean. Okay. She is actually being mean, but I want to read this. It said here, I'm not going to say her name because she's never mentioned her full real name on here, but it says, "Hi ladies, please no hate. I don't agree with sellers who are not honest about their dolls being knockoffs, but if you stick with reputable sellers like McPherson's, you're fine. But let's face it, knockoffs are here to stay, just like purses and Rolex watches. What I have a problem with is ladies knowingly purchasing a knockoff Saskia off eBay and being savagely attacked when they proudly show them on the doll Facebook site. Nobody has the right to judge anybody's choices." So her stance on counterfeits is no secret. So I'm not like reporting anything like shocking here. There's nothing shocking.
Hi, Leslie. I'm just reading the comments. Go on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I was like, what? Okay. So let me go back to this. Oh, where was it? Oh, it's right here. So I just was like, okay. And then I guess somebody disagreed with her. Somebody said, I don't have an issue. Oh, then somebody agreed with her and said, I don't have issues with knockoffs. I do have issues with people who harass those who buy them. Well, this is like that story. I have seen, I'm not going to lie, I have seen people be mean and less than patient with and just like straight out like blunt with people who own counterfeits. I've seen it, girls. I've never done it myself. Like if I see a channel with a counterfeit, I don't go over there and go, "Why do you have a counterfeit? Why I don't do it."
Yeah,
I don't care. I just
exactly
don't watch
what
those channels.
I would classify that as bullying if you go to someone to harass them on their own platform.
Yeah, if you go to somebody's channel and they own a counterfeit, you're wasting your breath on telling them anything. I have never done that. I've never done that where I go to somebody's channel and I tell them, "Oh my gosh, why do you own a why do you have a counterfeit?" There's no point. All I use I've only ever used my channel to point out that counterfeits are bad, to point out the lies that people with counterfeits tell, to point out that those people are being savages, that those people are lying, and a lot of them are attacking people with and my point. Okay, my point here is, or what I'm saying is, sorry to get my thoughts straight here, because it just made me think of this person, this cottage person. Case in point, the only meanness has been directed from her to us just because we take a position on counterfeits. We weren't even taking a position against her or her friends. Just because we take a position on counterfeits and we're against them, she took it personal. But the only ones being mean and is them against us. So they sit here and they talk about people with counterfeits being brutally or savagely attacked. Well, maybe some of them have been like, hey, you own a counterfeit, you're probably going to get somebody that they're going to say something to you. There's going to be people out there that don't hold back and they will say something. But you've never heard Katie do that to somebody. No, Katie has never gone to somebody's channel and told them anything about their counterfeits. We don't even do that on Facebook.
Yeah.
There have been like directly to somebody. There have been discussions where people like people like Cottage have been pointed out for being, supporting counterfeits. And in fact, that's what I found about her in a scammer group. So the person from the scammer group said posts. So the admin from the scammer group pointed out that posts like these have zero tolerance in our groups and will result in immediate banning. Oh, I don't know why I have an echo right now. I don't know how many times we have to say it, but we will continue to say it. We support sculptors and artists. This admin team does not harass or allow harassment from any member to any other member, no matter what the circumstances. But we do have rules that everyone agrees to before they join us. And those rules include no knockoffs or support of knockoffs. Save your support of and chat of knockoffs for other groups. Thank you. And then she says, da 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 da, this person, the cottage person, and da 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 are removed. She simply made a statement about anyone who if you support counterfeits, you're going to be removed from the group. And that's probably why she started her own counterfeit group, because and I had no idea that had happened. So she probably started her own counterfeit group because she got booted from probably quite a few groups on Facebook. So, anyway, so I don't know. That's all I pretty much wanted to say on all of that. Do you have anything to add?
Oh, no.
Lastly, just my message to Cottage, because I don't feel like reaching out to you privately. Everything you do about me is public, so fair game. But at least I don't have to lie about you, and I won't lie about you. And I'm asking you to please keep my name and Katie's name off your channel and out of your mouth and off your comments, because we have never done that to you, with today being the exception, because I've had enough of your lies. I've had enough of you saying that we're mean, that we bullied you. Nothing. We've never even interacted with you. Neither one of us.
Yeah.
So,
thank you.
That's all I want. And we can go our own ways. None of this didn't even have to come to this point. I kept hoping there'll be one day when you'd stop it. You're insatiable. I think you wake up in the morning and we're probably the first person you think of. Then you go to bed at night thinking of us too. And if that sounds mean, that sounds mean. If that sounds, sassy, then yeah, I am being a little sassy, but maybe you are thinking, maybe I'm on your mind a little bit too much, but I wanted to address it now once and for all. Do your thing. We'll be happy to do our own thing. When we talk about counterfeits, you may take it personal because you collect counterfeits, but most of the time we're speaking in general terms. I'm speaking in general terms. I know Katie has said things very generally. So peace out.
That's a good ending, actually.
That's a good,
like from movie.
The end. The end.
This is pretty much like movie ending.
Well, I don't know what else to say. Plus, I gotta get going because there's a family member who has a birthday.
Charlie, guys.
I know. And I've been talking now. We've been on for 122 minutes. 120. Hi. I remember there used to be a TV show on MTV, and they would every night, like really late at night, it was called 122 Minutes, and it was alternative music. And I always liked it. I would stay up and watch it because they played like Radiohead and like Depeche Mode and, and The Cult and New Order. And I'd be happy. I'd be like, I'm going to watch 120 minutes. I think it was 120 minutes, not 122, but close enough. So anyway, that was like, so Laurel. I love Laurel. Laurel. I said, look, I need better glasses. I've been saying Laurel Place and it's Laurel Peace. Says roll credits. See, we could all laugh. We could all be having a good time. I'm sorry. Leslie said some stuff. She said, "Hi, ladies. I'm here, coming and going all the time. Lucas keeps me busy." She put a doll on the front seat facing forward in hopes of getting more attention. She said, "Imagine if I get pulled over by a cop." You're talking about the family one, right? The Reborn family. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Oh,
see, I don't like that. Like that makes a mockery of all of us. It makes it seem like we're all okay. Yeah, we're kind of silly. Okay, we collect dolls, we have dolls, but come on, man, stop making us all look desperate. Now that is desperate for attention, and she probably wanted the cop to pull her over because she was probably thinking they were going to have some kind of love connection if he's single. And probably during the time that she was separated from her husband.
Filming the cop though. for reaction, okay? Because you can't be filming officers.
Yeah.
There's no
And
way.
what a waste of the, yeah, you know what? Very good point, Katie. And what a waste of taxpayers' money. The cop has to pull you over, the traffic, you know, when he could be doing something, you know, really catching people speeding or doing. So she wants to pretend she's doing something illegal for attention. That's awful, you guys. That makes the entire community look bad. I know that my rant and my, you know, these videos that I make like this, where, yeah, here I am, I'm talking about some other hater again. So what? I'm going to talk about it. You guys don't always have to tune in, but I know that this is ugly too. But gosh, like, how are you going to be pretending to, you know, trying to purposely get yourself pulled over so that a cop can, like, so you can record it for fodder for a YouTube channel? Come on.
Except you can't. Like, I don't even understand what she probably doesn't know.
Well, if she has a
can
dashboard cam, she probably can, but she has to tell him, "Oh, you're being recorded" or whatever.
Yeah,
Robin G says, "For what it's worth."
I will put you on YouTube channel.
So Robin G says, "For what it's worth, if you want to buy a counterfeit, then so be it. So long as you're not claiming it's an original scope, I hope people would speak up to warn others."
Yeah, but if you speak up in this community, you will get trashed by people like that. They will say you're a bully.
Yeah, I can't stop people from buying counterfeits, but it's not going to stop just because people buy counterfeits and they don't like.
And you know what? You keep presenting your stuff on your channel, and we keep presenting our stuff on ours and opinions. Nobody crosses each other channels, like going somewhere and bothering someone. So I want people to understand this is my right to sit here and say I do not agree with this. I do not go anywhere to be harassing anyone in this community. So you know what?
I don't. And even when there was that situation with Inspired, remember, with Jen, even then, I never went after her about the counterfeits. I only ended up talking about the fact that she was trying to sell a silicone, full body silicone Levi, after she had made up some story about me getting her banned from somewhere when I had nothing to do with that. And so that's like it. So I end up talking about it after they have done something to me. And I was like, no, that's not what happened. You know, and I present things in context. So there's always context here. You know, so if I've ever talked about anyone with their counterfeits, 99% of the time it's been in generally speaking about counterfeits. But the two times when I did mention it, people specifically, it was Jen, because of that full body silicone, which, you know, I don't even care what she's doing, and she does her own thing, I do my own thing. But as long, you know, she stopped talking about me. So as long as she stops talking about me, I never have to mention anything. And it's not even talking about me. If you are bringing up something about me and it's factual, then okay, whatever, you know. But don't make up stories about some situation that never happened between us. That's all.
Exactly. I'm sorry, guys. I'm taking Charlie.
All right.
So
I'm going to let you go, but I'm here. And I'm going to let everybody else go here. So, thanks everyone who participated in the chat, and I hope you enjoyed the Friday chat. I mean, it was a little bumpy, but it is what it is. So, have a good weekend, okay, guys?
Thanks a good weekend, guys. Bye.
Bye.